Hey, what's up guys? It is Diplex here again and welcome back to yet another Q&A video. I don't really do this, or these should I say, on a regular basis, but these videos are definitely interesting and I like to answer questions. I really like to answer questions. It's very fun and I have a lot of questions, about 70. So I'm gonna start from the start. It's a good place to start. And if you wanna ask me questions in the future, head on to my Facebook page or Twitter and follow me there. Follow me on Instagram too. Follow me everywhere. Duh. Anyway, it's episode 12 apparently, because the previous one was episode 11. A lot of people don't watch this. I tend to think it's only the people who actually ask me the questions who watch them, but then again, there's probably more. Anyway, first question, Matthias Schrodin, do you still play guitar? And if so, then how often? I used to play guitar a lot before, now not that often because I just don't have the time to sit down and jam. I could do that for hours and look up tabs and everything. Unfortunately not, and I think I'm just getting worse and worse every day if you're not playing. It's like with anything really. Paul Edward Davison, British military, yay or nay? Yay, I guess. I'm not British, I probably won't serve in the British military. But I think they're, yeah, I'm gonna give them a yay, depending on the equipment and everything. But the Leopard 2 is better than the Challenger, I'm sorry. Glenn van der Voorde, what do you think about America playing global police? I'm gonna presume that that doesn't come from an American point of view. You seem Dutch, judging by your name. Possibly Belgian, I'm not sure. But, I don't know, world police or world police, it's good that, I mean, it has its positive effects and negative effects. If there's a really bad person who's somewhere, a country that is big and powerful obviously has the resources and means of getting at him and destroying him. I think it's kind of like if you are really like a global superpower and you stand for, you know, the liberty and freedom, etc., then I mean you gotta act with a good example and do your duty in a sense. But then again, perhaps you shouldn't always interfere. There's just good and bad sides of it, really. Nicolo Christian Bartoloni, what are the advantages of living in Sweden? Been thinking of moving to Gothenburg. Well, the advantages are plenty. Well, it'd just be very vast and general. Healthcare, pretty much free, no matter what the hell happens to you. You always feel safe, no matter if you have a job or any kind of insurance for it. If I was shot down in the street, I'd be picked up, I'd be treated, and I probably wouldn't have to pay a lot for it, because we have this basic insurance policy for this and that, which is great, because I know in a lot of countries, some workplaces provide insurance, which is great, but a lot don't, which make hospital bills extremely expensive, which they aren't in Sweden. Schooling, completely fucking free. Not to mention the fact that we get paid to go to school. We get a monthly allowance. It depends on if you're going to a high school or a college or university, but they're always free no matter what, and that's great. The greatest schools, not to mention, are actually free in Sweden. It's pretty basic. Then again, we got pretty high tax, but we really don't care about it, seeing as everything is pretty much served on a silver platter. Of course, also the low, I mean the high life standards is great as well, I guess. So if you're gonna move to Sweden, don't leech off the system. That's the only thing I gotta tell you. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's nice. I mean, the reason why we have a great way of life is because everyone provides for it. But obviously, if you're gonna move here, that's fine. But do your duty to maintain this quality of life. Michael Gullum, do you do any sports, or have you previously? No, I previously played soccer, or football as I would like to put it, and bandy. It's like indoor hockey. Well, hockey is indoors, but it's not on ice. It's on like a floor. I don't know what to call it, and you don't have a puck that we call it. You have a little thing. Robert Manu. Do you think that Sweden will remain neutral during this crisis, like it did since World War I? I'm not entirely sure what crisis you're talking about. If you're talking about Ukraine and, well, and Russia, technically, well, now being most internally Ukraine, then yes, like all of Europe has done this far, pretty sure, right? I haven't seen any interference from any other external powers as of yet. But I think we're on with the sanctions and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't bother me at the moment. Tom Cranfield, best game you've ever played? Tricky. Either Mount and Blade Warband or Men of War, the Men of War series. Michael Gwilym again. What do you propose as the future for your channel? That's an interesting question. Ooh, I want to do more edited videos. I want to do like single shot videos, not part of big Let's Play series where I play a game and I make like a cool video out of it, and then I perhaps make more videos of that game, but they're a bit different. I think that would be kind of cool to do. Sebas Manders, what do you think of the European Union? I think the European Union is it's a pretty good union, I'd say. Everything has its, you know, benefits and also disadvantages in a way. It depends on you, your point of view, and your current situation. That's really it, really. Robert Manu, will you release this on your YouTube page? Yes, of course. I think that goes without saying. Ludwig Johnson, what made you want to be a YouTuber? That's a good question. It's usually always so politically strict on my questions and answers videos. I'm always getting these military and political questions. But yeah, YouTube. I think I had a goal of doing it as a hobby. Really, I was like, oh, I want to become a YouTuber, and I want to get like a machinima partnership. That would be badass, because I was a really big fan of machinima, and I did. That's pretty cool though. Terry Tran, I plan on backing around YouTube. Oh, Europe. Sorry, and I was wondering what place you think I should be visiting. And also, how's your game coming along? Did it get fully funded, etc.? Yes, it got fully funded. $387,000, I believe, out of the 320 that we actually needed. So that's a very nice percentage funding. If you're gonna go to Europe, I'd recommend visiting pretty much everywhere. I mean, I've been to, on my backpacking trip, I went pretty much to Germany, pretty much all of Eastern Europe, and then down to Italy and France and Switzerland and Amsterdam and, Netherlands, should I say, and Belgium. We're in different places there as well. So pretty much all of Europe, except Britain, Ireland, Spain, and those countries down there to the south. And we didn't go as far down as to Greece, but we stayed pretty much in Central Europe. So that's what I'd recommend. Prague, or whatever you call it, has really good ale, or beer, not ale, which is nice. It's all very cheap if you're into that. And accommodation isn't very expensive, and it's pretty high standard in those countries too, so that's nice. Tyler Ledoux. I'm gonna say, I think it's Ledoux or something. I don't think it's Ledoux. Have you ever visited Canada? If you haven't, our summer is the best in the world. I haven't visited Canada, but I think I would like to. I think I'm gonna go to Maine, America this summer, and then head up to Canada while I'm there. I think that would just be badass. Glenn Garnsey. Would you ever play with your fans in Men of War or anything, just as like a random fan appreciation day? Yes. Holy hell, I want to do a Men of War game. Holy hell, yes, I want to do like a big ass Assault Squad or Assault Squad 2, something like that. That'd be sick and record it. I would love that. Isaac Lundström, what do you think about the monarchy in Sweden? Oh, truth be told, I'm kind of the monarchy, as long as the monarchy in Sweden doesn't really have any, as long as they don't really touch any political questions, kind of like religion, how that works in Sweden as well. As long as it doesn't really touch any political questions and let any royalist ideas or any religious ideas, you know, take up the power of the way we govern our healthcare, school, economy and all, I think it's fine. Like, let them be the monarchy they are. I mean, it provides with plenty of tourism, and it just plenty of jobs revolving around it. I mean, come on, Swedish summers or Stockholm summers. Sorry, but there's like 1 million Asians like loving the royal family, like taking photos, everything. They're just like staying at all the hotels and eating all the food at all the restaurants. It's just so good for the economy. Not to mention we have a shit ton of Russians who come here as well to Stockholm. So I think the royal family is really providing with very, very good growth here in Sweden, especially Stockholm. Daryl Gleason, how do you feel about your I can't speak, sorry. How do you feel about how far your channel has come? And which was your favorite series to record so far? My favorite series so far to record, tricky. Probably, oh man, I wish I could answer that straight off. I really like the way my channel has come this far. It's been really fun. I think the European Universalis 4 game was one of the best I had. It was just long episodes. I think we did 40 episodes and we played till the end, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much 40 hours. All of them were almost an hour long. So that was a really good series. But it's a tricky question, because it's up and down, really. But right now, I feel that my channel has come a good long way, and I intend to keep going. Sam, sorry if I'm going to mispronounce your last name. Butikoffer? Butikoffer? I'm just going to say Butikoffer. It sounds cool. Where did you get the idea of your name? It's an anagram of a person I used to watch at Machinima. Or I was a really big fan of him. He doesn't go by the name anymore because he's part of another section or whatever. But it's an anagram of the Dead Pixel. To be honest, it's an anagram of the Dead Pixel. I was like, oh, the Dead Pixel, he's so cool. I don't have a gamer tag. I really like them. Oh my god. Oh my god, I gotta make a name. What do? Well, I take it, I stick it in an anagram, and DiplexHeated came up. What do you do? It's that's what came up. I'm like, cool. We'll run with that. So that's how I got the idea for the name. Arjun, Mohammadian. Two things. One, will the next Victoria 2 or EU4 or Hearts of Iron 3 game be? And two, what's your opinion about Russia? I like well, I'll answer both questions. I don't know when. I think I'm going to do Hearts of Iron 4 as at earliest and latest, whenever it comes to any of these grand strategy games again. And my opinion of Russia is, I dislike Russians. I just dislike certain ways they handle things of like minorities, and especially like say transsexuals, homosexuals, and bisexuals or whatever. The way they really deny rights in certain areas. I think no matter your opinion, you all have rights in what you want to do and express, as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. Like, you can't have a right that says, oh hey, I want to be able to harm people. No, of course, but like, come on. Seriously, marrying another person of the same sex, is that going to hurt anyone else? No, it isn't. It's not their business. Let them do what they want to do. But of course, there are other countries who treat that question equally bad, I'm sure. But yeah. Mikael Hapala. What game do you expect / want from Bethesda Game Studios to release? Fallout 4? Yes, Fallout 4 is and would be great. I would look forward to that a lot. Corey Staton. Will there be more Mount and Blade series on your channel in the future? Yes, I'm planning to end John Murdoch's adventures sometime soon. I mean, if the game can't provide any more entertainment but just running around killing people, then I don't know if we're gonna have to shut that down. But there are plenty of other mods out there that I really want to look into. Marek Zazba, will you play Stalker? Very fun game. I probably would if I did find a very cool mod for it. Samuel Fry, can you inspire us to do a video together, please? Yeah, that'd be cool. He's very busy with his own channel, though. It's grown really big recently. But if there's a game that we could both play, sure. Lewis White, how did you get involved with the Universum, and would you ever do something like it again? Also, what's your opinion on the EU? Obviously, I've already answered the EU one. The second question there was, will you be voting in the European elections? Yes, I think I will. Even if you don't like EU or do, you should still vote for people in the European elections, because otherwise you're not going to have, otherwise you're not going to be able to express your disliking or liking towards it. But question about the Universum there. Yes, I got involved because I just thought I could fill a spot that they had open, and I became the senior community manager. Obviously, my role right now isn't as big. I don't run any of the social media yet. I don't think that's. I think that can kind of be done by anyone, truth be told. I'll wait until the game actually comes out, but I've been helping them with funding, getting videos out on YouTube from various YouTubers, and I think it's really given them a lot of pledging, to be honest. But I just got involved, really, just to ask. That's one way to get somewhere in the world. Just ask. Esau Lopez, how far have you enjoyed the Men of War series? I have enjoyed it a lot. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been making other Men of War videos, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna have one massive battle in the end to finish the Northern Strike one off. I think we need to move on to other areas now. LST Major Kyrick Livingston. Do you feel obligated to be a patriot, and how do you feel about the African immigrants? Okay, well, obligated to be a patriot. I mean, I'm not really a patriot. I'm more of a Sweden lover, if that's a patriot. I think I could fight for my country because I like it so much. I have a reason why I like it so much because it is such a great country, in my opinion. I think many people feel the way for their countries. Obviously, they have different motives. One of my motives would be because it's just a really nice place to live in for all kinds of people. So I guess I could do the country a favor and stand up for it if it's if it needed my services. And I don't really, I mean, an immigrant is an immigrant no matter where they come from, really. This is a very sensitive question. So no matter if they're African, American, Russian, Asian, European, if you come to a country and don't contribute, then I don't think you're welcome. That's no matter who you are, no matter if you're, Bill Gates, or if you're some guy that's coming from a war-torn country. You come to our country, you do your best to provide and become part of the society that you live in. If not, then you don't have anything to do here. That's the way I feel, and I think that's a very common way to look at things. I don't think anyone else could say anything else. Oh no, let's go to a country and totally just leech off it and not do anything, not even try to work, not even try to provide. Ooh, that's broken. Tin Hassan, will you play some Assault Squad 2 multiplayer? Yes, I will. Probably will, yes. If not with a mod, I probably will. Daryl Gleason again. Also, like your Medieval 2 series, and I strongly encourage more of them regardless of mods or not. Yes, I like the Medieval 2 ones as well. Call of Warhammer is amazing, an amazing mod, and I need to play more of that. We've got some big battles ahead of us. Cameron Slater. Where do you see yourself in 1 to 4 years' time, and why? Ooh, tricky. Where do I see myself in 1 to 4 years' time? Probably working with something in the industry, like full-time. Yeah, that'd be cool. Why? Because I'm so interested in it and I'm getting experiences every day from what I'm doing and who I'm talking to in meetings. So, yeah. Ryan Jenkins, do you think Napoleonic Wars will come back again on Mana Blade Bannerlord? The developers probably won't make like a DLC again for Mana Blade Bannerlord because they're working on their own thing now. They're going more independent. But I would like to see a Napoleonic expansion for that, yes. Fly Guy Busta. What is the most embarrassing thing to happen to you? That's an interesting question. Oh, I think that's when I accidentally on Facebook. It sounds stupid. I just don't get put out with a lot of these things. Oh, sometimes it's either when someone talks about my YouTube channel in public, like with some people that I don't know or that I do know that don't know that I do this. It's so weird. Or it's like when once I on Facebook accidentally like reposted a picture that was really inappropriate, and I think no one saw it, but it really freaked me out. I was like, "Oh, that is so embarrassing." I removed it instantly, but it was like one of these dumb pages. Like a friend liked a page. I was really dumb. I clicked the image. I was gonna click out, automatically share the picture. I was like, "Fuck." So that was really embarrassing, but I removed it quickly. Anyway, Johnny Smith, where do you think the Total War series should go next? Empire 2 or Napoleon Total War 2? That's all I gotta say. More muskets, more uniforms. Mark Campbell, will you ever move out of Sweden? No, I don't think, not at the moment. The game, or not the game, what am I talking about? The country itself hasn't done anything to want me to move out, really. It's a country where you want to stay. I mean, I technically, if I lived anywhere else, I probably would say the same thing, but I wouldn't mind living in the States or in Britain, anywhere where they speak a language that I can comprehend, such as English, really. So yeah, Tom Walmsley, how did you come up with the name Diplex? I think I've explained that before, but as I said, it's an anagram of another word. Dustin Gates, does it hurt when you poop? Not often, I wouldn't say not 19 out of 20 times. But there are times. There are times. Ben Brown, will you be purchasing The Forest? Never. I think I've heard of that game, The Forest, but isn't it a survival game, or am I thinking? Yeah, it's that survival game. It looks kind of cool, but as long as it doesn't get tedious, in a sense, you know? Yeah, like it gets repetitive. I don't know. Eric Jacklich. Jacklit. I know you. I've Eric Jacklich. I should know how to pronounce that last name. What are some of the future upgrades in the future? Not referring future games to be played, but expansion to your system's family. Oh. Whoa. Future upgrades in my family? Woo. I have no idea. I haven't planned any of that. I'm the kind of guy that just lets that come to me. Like, if something needs changing, you come to me, and I'll sort it out. But, like, I'm not planning to upgrade anything in my daily life. But it's an interesting question. But I'm kind of a guy that I take that every day as it happens. Stefan Pavic, will you go to a big gaming event anytime soon? Yes, I will go to DreamHack at earliest. June. Late June. And just be there with a press pass and all. It's gonna be awesome. Josh Buzzum, do you follow any sports? If so, which ones and which teams? I don't. The only sport I follow is probably like hockey and soccer or football. And it's probably only Sweden. That's the only, just like country fighting. That's just about it. Emil Berman, will we get any sweet footage of that game you are working on? I hope so, very soon. I have just more closed, funky access stuff going on with other games. And I'm hoping I can be able to show some of that soon as well. Bjorn Oystenfjeld. Bjorn Oystenfjeld. I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry, dude. What is your favorite old school RPG? Morrowind or Oblivion, if that's considered old school. By now it's probably considered old school. If you could not be a Swede, what nation would you choose to be born in? Ooh, probably either Denmark, Norway, Finland, somewhere around there, in Netherlands, Germany. I don't know, somewhere around there. I think that'd be pretty good. I think that'd suit my... But it's hard to say, because if I was born in like Venezuela or Somalia or Japan or, you know, Syria or Canada, I would just say the same thing. Oh, I would want to be born here or somewhere in the neighboring countries because that suit me now, you know? I don't know. Maybe Switzerland. That'd be kind of cool. Or Luxembourg. Hey, Luxembourg. That'd be totally sick. Or Monaco. Monaco. Lars Christian Killen or Sheelan or Killen. I don't even know. I'm trying to pronounce Swedish names in English. It just it goes weird. I have a hard time switching that on and off. Which nation are you going to play when Hearts of Iron 4 comes out? A suggestion: Norway. Try to fight the Germans back invading you. Yeah, that's a good idea. You're probably Norwegian then. I played Hearts of Iron 3 as the Norwegians off screen or off Let's Play, and I pushed the Germans back. It's kind of easy if you go all into like infantry production early on and just sit in ports, and the Germans will be chanceless. But I'll play probably Germany, Russia, Britain, America, like those majors again. They're always fun. Vin Grover, come to India. You said my name right last time, even though my first name doesn't have a second vowel. Vin Grover. Yeah, I think so. I've never been to India, but I would really like to visit India, actually. I really would. Matthew Barad, thoughts on Ukraine? Currently, tricky situation. They're having a referendum today, I think, or tomorrow. And they got the Donbass militia there to help guard the referendum and make sure everything happens legally. But then again, who says that referendum couldn't be farce? I mean, I'm going to stay pretty neutral on it, but man... Ukraine is in a pretty shitty situation right now. Pretty much a civil war. Kenneth, Zachary, Badal, or Battle Agot. You better make a battleship war. What? No idea what the hell that means. But I better make a battleship war. Ronan Canham. Who was your favorite at Eurovision Song Contest? Oh, I didn't watch it this year. I heard Austria won. It's always this niche or this not niche. What do you even call it? It's always the fucking edgy thing that wins. I don't know why. Oh man, it's like you know, you had Lordy, sure, Loreen and her song that won some time ago. Wasn't really anything super special. It was, I think it was kind of the best of the ones there. But whenever a really odd character or odd band shows up, they always just get the votes for Compassion or whatever the fuck, because they're so weird. I have no idea. But I didn't exactly mind it. Lachlan Jacoby, sorry. Is there going to be a new Victoria 2 campaign? Perhaps. We'll see. Victoria 2 is awfully short-lived unless you play as one of the major nations. Alfin and Dianda Nursayabani. How do you feel about your fan base? I love you guys. I think it's great. I don't have any issues. 2, have you ever met a fan in Sweden when you were walking on the street? No, not walking on the street, but I've spoke to others, yeah. 3, how fast is your internet? I have 100 meg down, but like 10 up because I have a copper cable. I don't have fiber yet. Average time on internet? A day? Couple of hours. Like, you're always connected anyway, whether you're on the PC or not. And what do you know about Indonesia? Not a whole lot, but I wouldn't mind visiting places I just haven't visited before. I think I want to do that sometime. Solomon Nicholas Vasquez. What is your favorite color? Navy blue. Sergon Abijomba. Where do your parents come from? My grandfather, on my mother's side, is from Seattle. And my grandmother is just Swedish. My grandfather on my father's side is Swedish. And my grandmother on my father's side is also Swedish. So I'm like American, Swede, technically. But that doesn't have anything to do with my accent or my ability to speak English. I don't know. That's just... Like, anyone can do that. Max Stolvinder. Is it going to be more Manabladed? Yes, I hope so too. And here's a comment that was flagged by spam by all of you guys. Bjorn Soek. Why do giraffes have blue tongues? Did they? I had no idea. Don't ask me. Ronik Jer. Have you ever been to Estonia, and what do you know about Estonia? I haven't been to Estonia, but I have played a map in Project Reality that takes place in Estonia. It's like Sarijama. I think the island is called Sariyama or something like that. It's an island outside Estonia. I think it's in a Project Reality game, but I haven't been there and I don't know anything about the country. Daryl Gleason. Again, what game will you play during the Q&A video? Oh, this is a new question. This is this is a tricky one because I'm already playing it. It's Insurgency for the first part, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I don't know rest because I haven't recorded the rest of the gameplay yet, so we'll find out. William Craig, what do you do with a drunken sailor? That's funny. I don't know what you do with a drunken sailor. Throw him overboard, maybe? Ben Anderson, what was in the envelope on Instagram? The envelope, I think it was either a bill to be paid, or it was an application. It depends on which letter. I'm trying to figure out which one I actually have. Milan Fondavida, Diplex, what is your favorite football team? Sweden. And can you please make more Men of War? Yes, I will. Vincent Vinny Lindberg, do you know if there will be a new Total War game? I know there will be a new one, but I don't know which one or what it will be. Alvar Kusma, how do you do? I'm doing just fine, buddy. Parker Bowen, North or South in Civil War? I'm gonna go with the North, just because, not because any personal reasons, just because I'm at the 14th. Brooklyn, Red-Legged Devils, where were they? Parker Bowen again. Oh, sorry, that was the same question. Daniel Windybank. Hey, Diplex, what are your honest opinions on East versus West being cancelled and on the new Hearts of Iron 4? I was a little sad when I saw that Hearts of Iron East versus West was being cancelled, or has been cancelled, because it looked really nice. But then again, I wasn't super sad because I thought it didn't look that nice, if you catch my drift. Like, the UI wasn't that impressive, and I thought the whole nuke part of the thing was going to get over intense. Nah, it's sad, but I think it would have been pretty cool, but it's a very big time span. Hard to put a lot of focus on it. Alexandros Strotsas, are you going to make a CK2 Let's Play? Probably not. I never get along with that game. And that's about it. That's all the questions for this one. It's been about 30 minutes. Jesus Christ, that is a long time. There's a lot of questions. I don't doubt that. I mean, it's been good. It's been really good. It's been good. Yeah. Well, do you guys have any other questions? Just head to my Facebook page. Wait until I do another Q&A. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had your questions answered. And if you didn't ask a questions, I hope you learned something else about me. I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.